Hello.
Hey, good evening for you, I
So
believe.
sorry.
No, no worries, no worries.
I'm here in the office and we're like budgeting Los Angeles and Miami and we're going to both conventions. So we just got into
A lot of things going
a
on.
lot of
Yeah,
things.
I can only imagine. Yeah. So do I call you Abe or Abraham or
My full name is
what's
Abraham. I
best?
usually go by Abe.
Okay. Well, I'm Gertrude. You've been talking with Cherie as well, like me and Cherie and Bob. We're kind of doing our Giselle NFTs together. So,
Okay,
but
nice.
I am the one who will be talking to you this morning. I mean,
Nice.
it's morning here in Bali.
In Bali,
So
that's
yeah, how
really
are you doing? Yeah, all three of us live here in Bali, so we're not complaining.
right.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Very nice. And what was
Um,
the name
so
again?
my name is Gertrude, and we are from yeah we are building Giselle NFTs at the moment. Yeah,
Nice,
yeah,
nice. Well, I appreciate you
yeah,
setting this up. Thank you so much.
yeah. No, thank you for coming on. Like it's been
Yeah, of
really
course.
like for us like getting into the space. It's been actually quite welcoming in a way, and it's really nice how people are open to exchange ideas and talk to each other actually.
Right,
So
I agree. I love it.
um yeah. So yeah, let me just start by I mean, I know that you are doing the marketing for PictureDay NFT and
Right.
the work that Gina Palmerin has created. So can you maybe tell us how you got there? How did you get on the team?
So it's kind of a funny story. My background is in sports. I played college
Okay.
football, and a few years ago, I actually started my own basketball team here in San Diego called the San Diego Kings.
Yeah.
And I snuck into this attorney's office and I pitched him the idea. His name is King, and I pitched him the idea of you fund this team, we could do a lot for the community and with marketing.
Yeah.
And he agreed. So I got this basketball team and I went to every school in San Diego that I could possibly go to with this basketball team just to give back. It was we put on a free event and just to do something special for the kids. And I ran this whole community
Mm.
first push. So fast
Yeah.
forward when COVID hit, that kind of got wiped away because it couldn't go into schools, couldn't run basketball events. So it kind of like shut me down. And I was talking
Yeah.
to a buddy of mine, Vince. He's actually the project manager for Picture Day. And he's telling
Okay.
me, hey, Abe, he's like, hey, Abe, I've been working with these NFTs and I have these bored apes. You should check this out. And I didn't know what he was talking about, but I was interested. So I literally drove to his house and he
Yeah.
started showing me. And he said, Abe, what you do with the community, what you do with marketing, if we did that in a project, we could have a successful project together. And
Mm.
basically, there's four of us in a team. He got on the phone. He called our creative director, who's Chris, our developer. He handles everything technical, which is Luis. And the four of us got together and we were going to do something in sports to help athletes out. That was kind of our initial way to
Yeah.
get into the NFT space. And Chris, our
Yeah.
creative director, says, hey, my mother-in-law is an artist. Maybe she could do the art for us. His mother-in-law is
Yeah.
Gina Palmerin. So
Oh, wow.
we see
Small
Gina's
world.
art, and we're just like, this art is amazing. This could actually be a whole project in itself. And
Yeah.
long story short, she lives in Los Angeles. We're in San Diego. The next day, we drive all the way to Los Angeles to meet with her. And it was just, the best thing that
It
happened.
clicked.
She's just amazing. Her art's amazing. And since then, that was October. So now it's 6 months later, we've been working away.
Yeah. Wow. That's a good chance happening, coming together, everything coming
Yeah, it
together.
was. It was fate. It was
Uh,
just meant to be.
yeah. Well, it's also interesting then to hear that for you to like you were always about community, but to build a community in the NFT space, in the crypto space, it's a whole different ball game,
It is.
basically. So
It is.
yeah, how did you start to go about it? Like what would you say is key for building the community for Picture Day NFT?
That's a great question. And so when I first got in, I was kind of following all these projects on what I thought was building community and what seemed like work for people to be a part of a community. And I just wanted to do the complete opposite, to be honest. For me to build a
Yeah,
strong community, I just wanted them to, one, know who I was. So I started doing videos. I'm on YouTube doing videos. I do videos just for our Discord. And literally just
yeah,
being a real person, like, for example, one person had, within the first day, she minted a 1 of 1 and didn't know it. So she sold it by accident because she wanted, instead of the
yeah.
Selena, she wanted a Coco. And I felt so bad. And I seen what happened. So I was like, I reached out to her the next day and I'm like, hey, you wanted a Coco? I just sent you a Coco. And she was just like, oh my God, that was like awesome. I never had anybody do that for me. Like I was feeling like crap.
Oh,
And it's literally just
yeah,
being a good person to your community. So like, just this past week, another person, she gifted her friend of hers a Billy, which is out of our collection, a Billie Eilish, because her friend is a big Billie
mhm,
Eilish fan. And I thought that was so cool. And then I seen later she was looking to get, she wanted a Coco or an Amy. And I literally sent her a Coco and was like, hey, that was
yeah,
amazing what you did for your friend. So I just wanted to gift you one as well. Just little things like
yeah,
that, I think, make a difference. And I think just being so real and so open makes a huge
yeah,
difference with building the community. And every day I look for, how can I better engage with our Discord? What can I do today to make like something cool in our Discord where it's like, I love being here. And I just wanted it to be a
yeah,
place in our Discord where I would want to be there.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
think
That
that's like the
makes a
most
lot of
important thing
sense.
with building a community.
Yeah, yeah, being genuine, real, and and reaching out to people in the end. Yeah, and then it's much more fun for you too.
Exactly.
If there's not exactly that ulterior motive hiding behind the corner all the time, right?
Exactly.
um
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, thank you for sharing that. I mean, I think that's something that I mean, we're all relatively fresh in this world as well,
Right.
but it's something that comes up all the time. How like lots of projects are so anonymous, and it starts to get a little bit, it's definitely a perk when people are real and when they can see that real events are happening. I
Right.
also noticed that you guys are having a real art show right now, like in
Yeah.
real life happening.
Real
So that's
life art
kind of cool
gallery.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think just stuff like that separates us because Gina is a real artist and has been doing this for over 30 years.
Mhm.
So it's not like she's going anywhere. Her face is out there. They know her. She's in galleries. So it was like, I felt like we had to just be just like that. So we had to be out there. We
Yeah.
have to be open. We have to show how real we are if we have this real artist and we're a real team. So, and I think that transparency helps us build our community because we have a very strong core group in our Discord that they're supporting
Yeah.
every day. They're blasting us online every day. And it feels good. And it's like, you would think we're paying them, but in reality, it feels like they just appreciate how real we are. And they want to let the world know how real we are as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. But like, these are the things that you say how to build a community, but how do you start with, you start with 0 followers, right? How do you get more followers and you raise awareness for the project, like in the very, very beginning?
So in the beginning, of course, a lot of people in this industry, they go in by FOMO. You probably hear that a lot. Everything is like FOMO, like they want to miss out or like they're afraid of missing out. Um, with
Mhm.
us, honestly, I felt like we were just showing the art. We started coming out showing how real we are. We started inviting. We started doing a lot of giveaways. The thing is with the community, you have to give.
Mm.
You have to give before you
Yeah.
receive. And I believe that in anything. Like when I had my basketball team, that was
Mhm.
the whole concept. I have to give to the community before I ask them to come watch us play basketball. So that's the same thing with this. I feel
Yeah.
like we had to give. We were running giveaways and what can we give them? What kind of value can you give your holders? Or even people to just want to come into your Discord. Why would they want to come into your Discord? I think giveaways and just finding ways of like cool things. Like we do detention in our Discord where like people can do in real life pranks and then get like rewarded from us. So I think just those type of ways are a way to start. You have to be able to give. If you're not going to give nothing, don't expect anything.
Yeah. 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 That makes sense. And make it engaging in a way as well. Yeah.
Right.
Um, So yeah, so so it's the first NFT project of Gina Palmerin. Have I understood that correctly?
This is
Yeah.
the first, yeah.
And yeah, and so what's the future holding? I know
So
this is like
Gina, well,
yeah.
her picture,
Yeah.
she started the Picture Day collection almost 4 years ago now. So
Mm,
she has up to like 40 characters. So we only
okay.
picked 12 for this collection, and we're able to like spice that up with more characters. But there's also like other projects in the works after this first one with different
Yeah.
characters. So that's definitely, we
Yeah.
definitely,
Okay.
like, we look at it as like we have a school and we have yearbook volume 1, and then we'll drop yearbook volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, and it'll be a
Yeah.
collection of different series of volumes that we see in the future.
Yeah. That's that's cool. And
Yeah.
which one is your favorite from this first
That's
collection?
so hard. It's so hard to like pick one because I feel like I'm cheating on the other ones if I pick one.
Okay.
Um, of course, I love the baby dog. I love the Kobe. I'd have to say Kobe just because of,
Yeah.
Kobe passing away and like just what he meant to
Yeah.
me growing
Yeah.
up as a, in sports, and just because that one touches me
Yeah.
the most, I'd say Kobe.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
you? Did you
Okay,
pick a
cool.
favorite yet?
Well, I'm also a fan of Billie Eilish, so I would say that one.
Nice.
Yeah. Uh,
Very nice.
Um, so what is the most favorite with which one is the most minted so far, I would say?
I'd say probably the Snoop, the baby dog is probably like the big favorite.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do chase the Kobe. The Elon because of the Tesla giveaway.
Yeah.
There's only 200 Elons in the collection. So that's a big hit. The
Yeah.
Albert is a big hit, the Albert bite, because there's only 50 in the collection. So these are like these different little
Yeah.
variables in the collection that like people love to go after. And then like a lot of people
Yeah.
love to go after Amy. You have a crowd that wants to go after Coco. And so that's really cool that
Yeah.
there's certain people, they have like certain attachments to some of these icons.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty
Okay.
cool.
Um, so like I mean, I found it a real fun project, and it's very let's say enticing. But if you would like phrase the mission in general, what would that be?
The mission to the Picture Day project.
Yeah, the mission of the whole project. And I mean, it's very obvious that community is a big part of it, but yeah, how would you phrase it?
I would say that's a good question. I haven't thought about like the mission statement behind it in like a couple
Mm,
lines. Being that Gina is a real artist with a real team and a real project, our mission behind it is to continue to uplift Gina. Honestly, that was like the beginning. We wanted to uplift Gina as an artist. We just looked at her as an underdog, somebody who's been doing this for over 30 years. And she just never had like a team behind her who's gonna basically stand up and like scream out and let everybody know like, hey, this artist is amazing, I want to show you this art. Which I feel like I
yeah.
wish I would have found Gina 20 years ago. I would have been freaking working with her 20 years ago,
Yeah.
So I think honestly, first and foremost, the mission is just getting her art out. I think that was like the main thing.
Yeah.
And I love the support and the community behind it and people that are getting passionate behind it. So with that, with the community support behind it, I think we want to take it to another level, kind of like the Bored Apes. It's all about that experience when you get together on a yacht or however that experience is. We want to definitely focus on those experiences of meeting this real artist, seeing the art in person, and just building a large
Hmm.
community around it, because the project is around school. It's like they're her
Yeah.
students in the classroom, right? And with
Yeah.
that, we can all relate because we all grew up going to school, and we hated it. I feel
Yeah.
like I've never met somebody who said, I just love school my whole life. But we want to turn this into something
Yeah.
that's
No.
like a fun school experience around this art. So I think that's kind of like Gina and just building this
Yeah.
experience around that is like the mission.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for that.
Sure.
Um, well, yeah, I thought we keep it short and sweet, and
I
I
appreciate that.
asked
Well,
you
I'd love
everything
to,
that
since
I
we're on,
wanted.
well,
Well,
since we're on, I'd love to know if you're like working on a project or what do you have going on?
yeah. So, well, actually, we're three founders, and I am more the one who created the content. So
Okay.
let's say I'm not the tech part or the marketing side, but so we are creating sensual audio visuals, and it started actually because I have a company which is called Maeve, and she's on the App Store and in the Google Play Store, and offers audios for women and women with their partners to expand their sensual and sexual expression, which
Okay.
sounds always a little bit. I always have to elaborate to make sure we don't fall into a category of pornography, because it's far away
Right.
from that. It's more to
Right.
incorporate that discovery into a healthy lifestyle, because I mean, you're all about sports, so you're definitely all about health, and we focus on all these aspects like nutrition and movement, sleep, mindfulness, but we forget our sensual expression, and I think it's a big part of how to deal with that healthily. So anyway, so we are creating those audios, but so now with Giselle NFTs, I call her like the French sister of what I created before, because she can be liberated and not subjected to censorship in the NFT space. So yeah, we're creating that, and at the same time, so we're gonna launch towards the end of April with our first collection. There are 11 audios, and the visuals are just supportive of that. It's not like, they can be stories, guided sessions, or soundscapes made by lots of different artists.
Right.
And yeah, and like together with that, we're all also focusing a lot on the community. We're kind of in the beginning stages of that. But yeah, it's real life events here in Bali, especially. And now we're also working a lot on getting that online as well. And yeah, the mission is double. It's like the liberation of your repressed sensuality. And at the same time, the liberation from censorship and government control in the NFT space. I don't like to say these
Right.
things because they get quickly taken to like a kind of like whatever, you know what I mean?
Really understand.
Yeah,
Trust me. You don't have to sugarcoat it with me. I'm a realist,
yeah,
so I definitely understand. And I love that. I would love to learn more about
yeah,
your project. Is there like the website or anything I can go to, or is there any info you could send me
yeah,
where I can see more? Could you do that? Could you DM me
yeah.
that
I will
info?
send you.
Yeah, I would love
I will
to
do that. Yeah,
follow
for
along.
sure.
If you guys have a Discord, I'd
Yeah,
love to get in your Discord as well.
yeah. We have the Discord, the Twitter, the Instagram, and the website.
Nice,
And
nice.
YouTube channel as well, actually, because like you said, we're also creating a lot of, like, this is one where we talk with people in the community. We're going to post this on our YouTube as well. And
Nice.
yeah, we're just like showing like what we can do. Like I said, I'm more about the content and the mission part of why liberating your sensuality. Then Cherie is all about community building, and Bob is all about the NFT space and the technical part, but the three of it overlaps kind of. We
That
do
sounds like a good
things
team right
together.
there.
Yeah, it's actually very, very fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
Well, that's cool. I look
yeah.
forward to
I'll
seeing
definitely
that
send you the
information. I
link.
really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
you
you so.
walking me through it as well.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Thank you so much for giving us the time. It's a pity we're on the other side of the world, or I'll definitely stop by at the gallery now.
I know,
um,
right? Do you plan on doing any
yeah.
events? Do you plan on coming out, doing any events out in like New York or Miami or?
Um, well, not right away because
Right,
of
right, of course. After you guys get
restrictions
going.
and stuff still. Yeah. But that we would like to like get that more in different bases into the world. But right now we start in Bali, and to be honest, it's a good space to be because there's lots of people in the space who are based here. There's a lot of expats and digital nomad in that space. So it's quite active, the
Yeah,
NFT mini world here. So that's
nice,
nice. Yeah.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
Well, that's cool. Well, I'm really
Um,
glad we got to do this.
yeah, me too. Thank you so much. And yeah, hope maybe we meet one day, but definitely online, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I look forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Abe. Have a nice evening. I suppose you're going to the gallery now. So yeah,
For sure. All right. Well, take
yeah.
care.
Yeah, you too.
All
Bye
right.
bye.